Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, what is up everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. It's time to talk a little Scream tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm excited for it. Sadly, the Lethal Collective will not be meeting up tonight. The fellas are all very, oh god. Oh, I got an ad. I got an ad on my own stream. What is this? What is this, YouTube? Trying to suck all the money they can out of me. No, I'm just kidding. But guys, I appreciate you so much for stopping by. Yeah, Lethal Collective guys, we're all just busy on holiday and all that fun stuff, so I think we're going to be postponed until next week. Same thing goes with the Killzone streams that myself and the Night Watch Zone do every Thursday. We obviously won't be doing one this Thursday, which is Christmas Day. So, you know, kind of can't do much there. But all that will resume starting next week once the holidays are over. I might be completely hungover for the next Killzone, so make sure to tell Knight that, but it'll be fun nonetheless. Guys, I appreciate you so much for hanging out with us, though. Let's talk a little Scream. We got Reaper Kid here with us saying, do you think Mindy or Chad will bite the dust this time? I feel like it would hurt way more if it was Chad. I don't care about Mindy as much, you know? I hate to say it, but I feel like Mindy, I'd rather see Mindy go through a character redemption, you know, have something else going on first. Give me a reason to care about Mindy, damn it. It's Mindy Monday, baby. We're only talking about Mindy from Screams 5 and 6, this whole stream. Nah, but seriously, I want to see them do something else with Mindy, I guess is my point. Give me Mindy or give me death. I wish I could hear the music. I can't hear the stream music, which I think is a major bummer. You guys can, because I see it playing. But I can't, I kind of like the vibes. I like hearing the music, kind of like vibing out to it. That's what was cool about doing it on StreamYard. Here I can't hear it, but I hope you guys are vibing out to the music. Reaper Kid is also hoping that Mark dies. I agree. Mark is a character that I don't even want to be invested in there. Mindy, I'm a little invested in. You know, we've been hanging out with her for 2 movies, and I see room for improvement. I see potential. In Mark, I just want him to die viciously. I just want to see blood. I'm talking about a fictional character, YouTube, by the way. YouTube's been on my ass lately, guys. Ooh, I don't know what's going on. It's a little weird actually. I wanted to bring this up tonight. My weapons review got like, just stop it. Like, YouTube sent me this big email. They're like, you used clips from the trailer. You're going down, punk. And I'm just like, oh my god, what? You know, I put my hands up when I read the email. I felt like literally Warner brother. One of the Warner brothers was just like at me with, you know, holding me at gunpoint saying, you can't use any of our footage in your stupid little videos. That's kind of how I felt. It was terrifying. So I'm being very wary of covering Netflix and Warner Bros. Stuff moving into the future. And I think that sucks because Warner Bros. Just had an excellent year for horror. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The majority of horror flicks that I want to talk about from this year are Warner Brothers films. the majority, the vast majority of them. I mean, Sinners, Final Destination, The Conjuring, Last Rites, Weapons, which I just rewatched. Man, what a good movie. I don't know, man. Kind of crazy times. I don't know if that's because of this merger or whatever. You know, I don't know if Netflix is already getting their greedy little paws in there because they've always been kind of weird about YouTube videos. I don't know, man. But that's it's getting scary. You know, it's getting scary. We got monopolies. We got we got all kinds of crazy things going on. It's not a very good time for the entertainment industry. Clark Kent is hanging out with us, throwing out, who's also a channel member, mind you, saying hello. What's up, Clark Kent? How are we doing? How are those sunglasses fitting? Sorry, just regular glasses fitting on your face. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. Paula Fitzhenry, thank you for being a member, saying hi, hello. Yo, hello. Welcome in. Jordan James is saying, my theory is that Kirby, I just ate, guys, so I got hiccups. I'm so sorry. Kirby will be in Scream 8. I hope she gets her own Scream project at some point. I kind of thought that was going to be the case. It seemed like there was some sort of spin-off. At least that's what we got listed in Production Weekly. No idea if that's still happening or not. I hope so. It'd be fun to cover multiple Scream projects at the same time, not only Scream 8, which is also maybe happening as well. You know, I don't know. It would be cool. But I guess all these weird little projects do depend on Scream 7's potential success at the box office. So I'm really keeping my fingers crossed. Guys, I said this like a year ago, and I'm still saying it now. still stand by this. As long as they market this movie correctly, we'll be fine. Come end of February, this movie will make money, maybe even more money than the previous film. And I'm scared. I'm really scared. Like, they're not marketing the movie at all. Feels like things are kind of, I don't know, declining a little bit. Trailer came out, is really exciting, and beyond that, not a whole lot of stuff to talk about. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm getting worried. Maybe I just got to be patient. Maybe come January, everything's going to be fine. I hope so. I really hope so, because I want all these other crazy Scream projects. I'm loving the idea of a Kirby spinoff. I'm loving the idea of a Scream 8. Bring it on, is what I say. Richard J. Skorenki is saying 3 more days till Christmas. Let's talk some Scream 7. Absolutely. I forgot my Santa hat. I have an elf hat somewhere, like a little elf cap. No idea where it's at, but it's probably around here somewhere. But Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. Happy holidays to everyone who celebrates other holidays, of course. Much love to everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I know it's chaos right now out there, so to be hanging out on a YouTube stream, I know that's tough, but I do appreciate you guys supporting the page. It means a whole lot to me. Gory Tiger saying, what's up? What's up, Gory Tiger? Welcome, welcome. Schemes Uncovered. Love the name, my friend. Saying, Jake of Killjoy, that is I. Schemes Uncovered. What schemes are you uncovering tonight? Let me know. Are you possibly the new Ghostface scheme, perhaps? Erica Stabs for likes is saying, hey, what's up, Erica? How we doing? Guys, can I just say, Erica's amazing. Erica is wonderful. I did not realize how many channels she was modding for all simultaneously. I get stressed out because I run 3 YouTube channels right now, and hopefully I'll actually have content for all 3 of these pages this week. Fingers crossed. I get stressed out about that. Erica's modding for every single channel I go over to. I'll go hang out with some friends on their channel. I was over at Splattercast last night to watch Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, and here's Erica running the show over there too. Erica is just a crazy killer mod. Just so much love to Erica. Who is such an unbelievably important pillar in this wonderful community of ours. I can't say enough good things about Erica, who is so wonderful. So Erica, thank you so much for just not only supporting me, but also some of the other wonderful fellas who talk horror in this little space of ours. So thank you for being here. Wayne Turner is saying, hi all, it is 10 a.m. Tuesday here in Sydney, Australia. Wayne is in the future, as always, over in Australia. I have seen alleged plot leaks, including the Ghostface and motives for 7, and that is a big if. Yeah, it sounds horrible, won't spoil. Wayne, I know what you've seen. I know you're probably talking about. I don't think it's true. I think a lot of these things are regurgitated fan theories, because a lot of it is just stuff that I've seen other people talk about, and stuff that I've even talked about on the page before. So I don't know. I don't buy it. I genuinely think people were just, watching YouTube videos, scrolling through Reddit or something, and then just taking notes. What was the most popular thing that everyone was talking about? And just kind of spewed it out, because that just kind of seems what it is. I'm like, that's never the case. We always, listen, for Scream 6, I had a bunch of different things that I was concrete about. And sure, some of those things came true, but not all of them. There was specifically a few things that we're all just dead wrong about, and that's the big shocks. Those are the big fun surprises of the films. For Scream 6, it was the opening scene. Did not think they would do what they did there. That was awesome. I think for Scream 5, my killer predictions were just off. I think I had Richie pinned down, but I did not see Amber coming from a mile away, dude. So I really thought, if I'm remembering correctly, I think I thought it was Richie and Liv for some reason. And I'm thinking about that now, and I'm like, why would I ever think those two? That's crazy. But there's always something, man. There's always something we're wrong about. And I'm sure Kevin Williamson, watching from afar, is just laughing in his chair right now, cracking up. Maybe he's sipping a little something. Maybe sipping a little whiskey or something with a big cigar, a long cigar. Maybe one of those cigarette holders. And he's like, like that, like an aristocrat, just laughing, these fools. I don't think he's doing that, but it would be kind of funny. And it's a funny portrait to paint in my mind. Not Randy Meeks, so certainly not him. Certainly not Randy, who survived what happened in the van all those years ago. What's up, my friend? How are you, not Randy Meeks? Throwing 249 euros out there all the way from Ireland. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. Saying hello, not Randy Meeks. How are you? How are you escaping Ghostface and living the good life? You must be a little sad because you can't have Sydney. But you know what? She's still out there. And buddy, you still got a chance because it seems like Mark is dying in this movie. I don't think he's living through it. So my friend, I appreciate you. Thank you for the support of the page. And thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you. Monacuma999 is saying, hey, what's up? Welcome in. Apologies to any names I butcher tonight. I tend to do that. Jordan Curley is saying, hey, Jake. What's up, Jordan? How we doing? Kelly Stroh Snyder. Yo. Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate ya. Welcome in. That one kid, 2792, I can't fucking read, saying, I finally made it for a stream. You finally made it for a stream, and Killjoy Jake fucks up your damn name. I'm so sorry. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Hello. Yo. Sorry I can't get all the numbers in your name right. It's just that reading it's just simply too hard. I read at a first grade level still. And I'm 27 years old. Dave Sim is saying, what's up, Big Daddy Jake? That's what they call me. How's everyone doing? Jake, what is your favorite Christmas horror movie? I think truly my favorite of all time will always be Black Christmas. I love that film. It's got a great sense of humor. It's creepy as fuck. Sorry, Scream fans, but I think it's my favorite use of a phone call in a horror movie ever. I don't know. It's a masterpiece for what it is. Terrifier 3 is certainly up there as well. I love Krampus too. Krampus is great. Really trying to think what else. I mean, Silent Night, Deadly Night. You know, we just watched part 5 again. That movie's so weird. Kind of forgot how weird that movie was. It's been I literally haven't seen that film since 2018, and I just did a rewatch of part 5 last night. So going back through that franchise, there's a lot of little hidden gems, and part 5, I would say, is absolutely one of those. So man, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff about this time period in particular that's kind of great. A lot of good horror movies, man. But everything I just listed, I would say highly recommend, dude. Better Watch Out. That's a hidden gem. That's a one that doesn't get talked about enough. Better Watch Out is a really good one. It answers the age-old question of what if Home Alone was a horror movie, basically. So if you're someone who's like, they should make Home Alone into a horror movie, they already have, and it's great. Excuse me. We got Cody hanging out with us saying, hey, Jake, Erica in chat, Merry Christmas. Yo. What's up, Cody? Welcome in. Appreciate ya. Yeah, I don't think those leaks are true, dude. And again, if they are, don't go looking for them. I don't know 100%. You know, I know a few little things. I don't know everything. I'll be completely honest with you guys. And what I will say, is yeah, I don't think they're the truth. Wayne is saying, thought you didn't drink alcohol anymore, Jake. I don't drink. I really don't. I have a glass of wine every now and then. That's about it. that's really all I do. I for New Year's though, I do. That's the exception. It's New Year's Eve. I mean, come on, you got to have a couple glasses of champagne or something, right? That's my one little, like, holidays, you know, at this time of year, whatever. But I don't. It's not a regular thing for me. Not that it ever really. I've never been a big drinker, really. I mean, maybe when I was younger. This is kind of fucked up. But before I was 21, I drank probably the most of my entire life, like from probably like 17 to 21. I shouldn't be admitting that on stream, should I? But that time period, ever since then, I really haven't drank that much, and now I hardly do. I mean, it is a very rare occasion where I don't know, some kind of alcohol. I really don't like to do it. I don't like the feeling of being drunk. It gives me a headache really bad. So it's a weird thing. I really do not drink that much. No shade to anyone who does. Go nuts. If that's your poison of choice, go, hell yeah, rock on. But it's just not really my cup of tea anymore. I guess kind of literally, it's not really my cup. I'm more of a caffeine addict. And maybe a little bit of the green every now and then. That's kind of those are my those are my poisons I like to pick. Horror Lover 95 is saying, although I think the killer's motive is that they are deranged stab fans, my idea is Scream 7 is Chad being the killer to end the franchise and prevent his friends from being attacked in the future. How would that prevent his friends from being attacked if he was the killer? I almost feel like that would draw more attention to the Core 4 in a way. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You have a story painted out in your brain that you're only able to express in a limited amount of characters. But for me, it's like, if Chad's the killer, that almost kind of, I almost kind of want to see the reaction to the core four. I don't think Mindy or Chad could be the killers for that reason. Like, if they're even remotely involved, I'd be like, well, why aren't the core four here? Because their reactions would be priceless with this. So I'm really in no way suspicious of them. I don't think it's a 0% chance, but I think it's a very low % chance that they would be our killers in this film, especially without, the Carpenter sisters. I mean, come on now. I feel like that's a story that I would want to explore with the characters we've been following from the last two films. And also just based on what Guy Busick has kind of said about those characters, like, I guess they weren't really in the initial version of this version of Scream 7. Like, they kind of found a way to throw them in there if they could. And I think they're just helping Gale, like, move around equipment kind of thing. But I'm not against the idea of a returning character being the killer. I like that idea. But, I just think if you're going to do it, there's some great ways to do it, some not so great ways to do it. But I'm open to anything. Anyways, Magnificent Logo is saying, hi, Jake. Hello, Magnificent Logo. How are you? Welcome in. Appreciate ya. CB reacting and saying, hey, from the UK. Hello from the USA. Welcome in, my friend. Appreciate you for being here. Sadit Suds, what's up, my friend? How are you? Why aren't people talking about this character? From what I've seen, he's never been mentioned. We've never had a school teacher in Scream, as far as I know. Could he be a potential killer? A school teacher. Well, so not too many character details are confirmed. There's like leaked character names and whatnot. I don't know if any of that's, I don't know what's true, what is true, what's not true. I'm kind of waiting for some more, I'm waiting for some other shit to get confirmed, because I don't know, man. There's people are saying like, oh, this is the name of this character, and it's probably true. I don't know. I'm waiting for more. I'm waiting for more on all that. I don't know if there is a school teacher, to my knowledge. I know that there's some rumored characters. I don't know if we know anything about a school teacher. I could just not be in the loop on that, however, though. We have Freddie saying, what is your thoughts for Scream 7? I'm excited for it. I'm a little more, I'm going into this one with a little more cautiousness, I think, than the last two films. There's so much, it's been a rocky road getting here. I think this has easily been one of the toughest movies to cover, maybe in the history of this channel. It's been a lot of ups and downs, and I really want this movie to be good. I want this to have a happy ending. Just like Final Destination 6, this was a movie that also was very up and down, and then when we actually got to see the product, it totally rocked. That was awesome. Even though it had a very rocky production, bunch of restarts, bunch of different scripts that got tossed out and then replaced. So I really want to see the same thing happen for Scream 7. This has been a rocky road getting here. I feel like each Scream movie from this little revival has gotten rockier and rockier. So I'm really hoping that this is a low point for the series and we just shoot up from here moving forward is my hopes. So I'm definitely still excited for Scream 7, but I'm worried about the quality of this one. I'm worried that it's going to be, I think the biggest thing I'm worried about is that it's going to be a rewritten version of what the original Scream 7 was going to be. And movies like that almost never work. Like, take Final Destination Bloodlines, for instance. That was supposed to be this movie where it was following like first responders who were then getting Final Destinationed, and then essentially it got turned into this whole other story about a family. And sure, I think some things were recycled, like I think some like different kills and stuff were recycled that moved into the next thing. But I've seen this happen before, where they'll take an entire plot of a movie and then it gets scrapped. Like the idea cannot happen anymore, and they just kind of rework the same plot, the same bones, with some different meat and different characters or whatever in a different setting, maybe for instance. And then it doesn't work. It's not from the ground up anymore. It's like you took some pieces you Frankenstein something together, and it's not working. It doesn't resemble a human being to the best of its abilities. So that's maybe my biggest, a lot of my worries for Scream 7 come down to that. That's a big thing I'm worried about. You can have anybody directing this thing, anybody involved acting wise, but if the script doesn't work, that is the basis for which you are building your house upon. You know what I mean? If you build a house in sand, it's going to crumble into the sea. If you build your house, with concrete and fucking strong dirt, it's going to actually stand up a little taller and last a little longer. So I'm just really hoping they, from the ground up with this one, really hoping so. But anyways, I am excited for this one. Why are they being so shitty about trailer clips? I don't know. A lot of reviews just going down the drain lately. I'm worried, man. I'm not using any video clips in videos anymore, which kind of sucks. Not from Warner Bros. Like, it can be from other people, but just, man, they got everything. I mean, like, even 1 little second clips of something that I use from Weapons, like, they're claiming that now, and I'm like, fuck you, what? I'm advertising your movie for you guys. Why am I the crazy? Why are y'all sniffing out little videos? Guys, can I be transparent with you? I made $9 off of that Weapons review. $9. That's nothing. Why does Warner Bros want that why does Warner Bros want the maybe 50 more cents I'm gonna make from that video in the next couple of months? You know what I mean? I don't get it. They need more money? Really? Crazy stuff, man. Laney D is saying, sorry, a day of hell. My mom got very sick. It's all good, my friend. I'm just glad you're here with us and just wishing your mom very good health. I'm terribly sorry, and I'm glad you're stopping by. Sonic Caden is saying, think the whole Scream 7 movie is going to be roasting AI. I think absolutely, and I will be cheering it on for those reasons. Joe Bamba, also a member. What's up, Joe? How we doing? Day by day, I get more and more confident in my leaving the toilet seat up motive theory. I mean, you know... listen, my fiance would go Ghostface if I did that one more time. Let's just say that. So I understand. You know what? If that's the motive, I get it. I get it. Aaron Underwood is also here with us saying, hey, yo, what's up, Aaron? How we doing? Just an Ats. I don't even know. I don't think this person has a name. What's up, Ats? How we doing? Hey, Jake, what do you think about all the victims' families from all previous 6 films revealing themselves to be the cult of Ghostface, hell-bent on killing Sydney and her family as a redemption arc? You know, whenever someone pitches an idea of, well, what if it's something from a previous film but bigger? I never think that works. I never think that's like a... You know, that's a thing that's going to totally rock and be something great. Because you're just doing the same thing, but it is physically larger. This does not do any, you know, with the sequel, you got to do something new. You got to push a new story. I just don't know what we could possibly learn from this kind of story, how it could expand the franchise onward, outside of feeling like a very typical resolution, which if Scream is anything, it is not typical. So I don't know. I guess I'm just not interested in that kind of story. I feel like we've done the family thing so many times. I feel like we just got to move on. I feel like we got to move on and do other things outside of previous victims' families coming back and getting angry. For Misery Gaming is saying, Jake, did you watch Dexter yet? Dude, you want me to watch 8 seasons of a television show. I want to watch it so bad, my friend, but I do not have time. Let me put it this way. It took me 3 months to get through 2 seasons of Severance. 3 months, and I just finished it very recently. So I will start Dexter as soon as possible. I'm trying to cover Severance and what's the other Apple TV show that I want to cover? Pluribus. And you know, with new things coming out from those series, I really want to cover them if I can. Dexter is a much bigger ask, and I know that there is new Dexter stuff coming out as well. But dude, I not only have to watch 8 seasons of the original show, but then I also have to watch the sequel series. And isn't there like a prequel series too? There's so much Dexter, dude. I want to do it, but it's intimidating. But it's not that I don't want to. I think it sounds like a really interesting concept, but it's just a lot. It's the reason I haven't watched One Piece too, because I've heard from everybody, and literally everybody, I'm not even exaggerating, everybody has said One Piece is fantastic, but you got to watch 600 episodes of it before it gets good. You know, it feels like my head's going to explode. There's too much TV. I want to watch it all. I wish I had, like, in the movie Click, where Adam Sandler has that remote and he can pause time. If I had that, I would pause time and I would just watch all these television shows. I mean, I would spend years of my life doing that, and then I would hit play. I'd be like 3 years older. Would anyone notice? Hopefully not, but I would have so much TV knowledge under my belt. That would be a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. Horror B is saying, hey, everyone. Hey. Welcome in. Rye Shy Guys saying, happy horror days, everyone. Love that. Welcome in. Tyler Mann and I are going to do a stream soon saying, yo. Welcome in, my dude. Phoenix is also with us saying, any updates on a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie? Jake, I'm dying to see Freddy. Last I heard that that was going to be that's a bit of a rights issue thing. Like it's a bit of a nightmare, just like Friday the 13th. Maybe they'll start to untangle some of those things soon. I hope so. I would love to see some more Freddy and some more Jason for that matter. Love that we're getting a TV show, but I want a new movie too, man. Erica Stabs for Likes is throwing 2 out there saying 45 viewers and 24 likes. Go hit that like button, baby. Make it happen. That would be pretty damn cool. Really appreciate that. And subscribe to the page, guys, if you haven't subscribed. I would love to hit 40K sometime soon. It would just mean a lot to me. You know what? I'm not even trying to incentivize you. It would be cool. It would be cool if we could hit 40K sometime soon. That would be awesome. So just do it if you like listening to the rants and the goofiness. Because there's going to be a non-stop of that, I promise. It's not going to... The goofiness is not going anywhere. Erica, thank you so much for the love. Appreciate the 2. Thank you. I'm so behind on Super Chats. Apologies, guys. Not Randy Meeks is saying, Randy and Sam are my favorite characters. I love that. I think those are some great choices. Randy, I think, is one of the very best Scream characters, without a doubt. I think he's just like that he created his own archetype of a character. I mean, you wouldn't have like the meta horror nerd character that you see in so many other movies without this guy. I mean, think about Cabin in the Woods, the stoner. This guy kind of knows everything of what's going on. He's all knowledgeable. And that leads really well into a lot of the themes of that movie, which I think is so interesting. By the time we get to the end, a lot of the things he's been saying the whole time are totally true. It's crazy. Same thing with and I don't remember his name in this movie, but in Maxine, you also have a Randy-esque character, the guy who's running the video store or whatever. I can't think of his name for the life of me. I've only seen Maxine like once or twice. But another great Randy example. A lot of great characters just like that in a ton of different horror media, though. Scare Package is another one, and I don't remember the dude's name. Rad Brad? Is it like Rad Brad or something in Scare Package? Who's seen Scare Package? Good movie. A little bit of a hidden gem. Really cool stuff. Sam, also a great character, though. Gotta love Melissa Barrera. I can't wait to see her in this like Copenhagen test thing. Looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. She's joined by, what is it? Simu Liu and who else? Someone else, Sinclair Daniel from Insidious 5 is going to be in that too. So lots of great people coming up in this show, dropping like in just I think it's just a couple of days. It's like right at the end of the year here. So more Melissa Barrera content on the way, baby. Give me more. I love it. Randy, sorry, not Randy. Thank you for the 249. Appreciate you a ton. Josh Petrino is also with us. What's up, Josh? How we doing, man? The guy, ladies and gentlemen, this is the VFX coordinator from Terrifiers 2 and 3, a good friend of mine who likes to hang out on these streams every now and then. I appreciate you supporting the channel, my friend. What would you punch if Scream 7 went supernatural? At Kevin Williamson's face? I'm just kidding. No, I joke. It should never do that, right? Scream should never go supernatural. I love supernatural horror too, but I don't think I think what's something that's really cool about Scream to me is that it's not, some mysterious ancient force or something like that. It's just some dude underneath a mask with a motive. You know what I mean? I think that's what's so cool about Scream is that it really is simple in nature, but it is so fun every single time. It lends itself to a whole franchise like this. So I really don't want Scream to ever go supernatural. I like the idea of Scream getting weird. You know what I mean? I think you can always every Scream movie has to be flavored a little differently based on what the motive is, based on who our new killer is, of course. But I think there's a line. There's a point where it's too far, where it's like we've gone into something. We're turning this into something else, and I don't know. I would not mind, however, a Scream-inspired series, supernatural murder mystery slasher franchise. That could be cool. I think that would be, if you did a whole other franchise, I'd be down for it. But I don't know. Scream 7 supernatural. If let's say Randy's back, or Randy or Stu or Scott Foley back as Roman, and they're just like zombies or something. Yeah, no, I don't. That's where they lose me. But I love that. That's a great question, my friend. Thank you for the 2. I already need some more water. I'm dying here. Skunkalonk, appreciate you for supporting the page. Timothy Simmons plays the teacher. Of course, that is not confirmed. I do just want to point that out. We do not have a We do not have character names confirmed as of right now, but if this is probably a rumor, that's probably going to be ending up true. But I just want to point that out. I have to be that guy, I have to be that guy that points out that there has not been an official update on characters yet. But if Timothy Simmons is some sort of teacher character, he's probably either going to die or he's only going to be in like one scene. I know that what's his face is only like there's one other big actor in this movie who's like going to have like one scene. Oh my god, the name's totally slipping me. There's another actor that I was actually really excited about being in this cast, and I've learned some stuff about this movie, and it seems like he's only going to be in like one or two scenes, and I'm really bummed about that, man. I would have loved to have seen him be some sort of bigger player in this movie. Why can't I think of this dude's name? He was in That Thing You Do. Ethan Embry. I couldn't think of his name. Apologies. Brain fart there. But yeah, Ethan Embry is one of those actors where I'm just like, dude does not get enough love. He's in a lot of really good stuff. That Thing You Do is one of my favorite movies outside of horror. Love it. And I just I don't know. I wish they would do more with him. Timothy Simmons, I don't know too much about him, if I'm being honest. I think he was in some sort of like Blumhouse thing. Hang on. Let me double check. Let me check my math on that one. He's in something else. Oh, he's in The Handmaid's Tale. That's what I know him from. Yeah. Okay. He's one of the guys. He's one of the dudes that's running Gilead, I think. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see about all that. I guess he was a villain in that show, if I'm remembering correctly. So who knows? Who knows? For Misery Gaming saying, I only asked about Dexter because Silent Night, Deadly Night, the new one is very much like Dexter. I saw it Saturday, really liked it. I loved the new Silent Night, Deadly Night. I thought it totally rocked. I'm really excited for I'm really excited to watch Dexter at some point. It's a show I know I would like. It's a serial killer going after worse dudes. I'm like, that's right up my alley. I love shit like that. I love complicated killers. You know what I mean? I think it's so boring when you have a killer character who's just like, I'm just going to kill anyone I see. That's boring, man. I love Peach Fuzz from Creep. He's got like a very specific MO and people he targets. That's fascinating to me. You know what I mean? When you actually like build up a killer character like that. So something like Dexter, I think I would totally love. It's a lot to, it's a lot to actually go down and make all that happen. Tyler, man, you got 80K. That's awesome. But it's just because of one viral video. That's how it typically goes, though. I really only have 38,000 subscribers because of a handful of videos. Seriously, it's like most videos I get just a couple. Just a few people, subscribe. But it's because of a handful of little videos here and there that I think I even have that many. So I understand. Trust me, I get that. The Crispy-ish is saying your goofiness got me hooked on this channel. Well, I greatly appreciate that, my friend. I'm glad you're hooked. I'm glad you're hanging out with us. Keep it crispy, my friend. Keep it real crispy. Eli Cortez is saying, don't forget to slash that like button and sub to this awesome channel. You're so kind. And consider becoming a member for some sweet perks. There's some pretty sweet perks, guys. I'm going to have a new review video out tomorrow on Avatar 3. Guys, I'm going to be so honest with you. I'm going to go see Avatar 3. I don't know if I'm going to have much to say. I have a lot to say about Avatar 3. Like I could do a 20-minute review video on this damn movie, and I'm not going to get into it here. But I like a lot to talk about. Like I'm both surprised in a good way and surprised in a bad way with this film. There are some shockingly great things about it and some shockingly bad, like awful things about this. Like it's both ends of the spectrum with Fire and Ash. Wow. I'm shocked. I'm both so much more interested in Avatar 4 and also just like, what the fuck are we doing? I've a lot of thoughts. It is a messy, all over the place movie, and I kind of loved it. Lots of thoughts, man. Lots of thoughts going into that review. Oh, Josh, you also worked on Scare Package 2. Rock on, man. I don't think I ever saw the sequel. I think I saw it pop up on Shudder. I might have given it 5 minutes and fell asleep. But at some point, I'm gonna watch it just for you, my friend. That's awesome. Rad Chad, though, yes. The first one was a ton of fun. Really enjoyed the first one. I got to give the second one a better chance because I really didn't even watch it, if I'm being honest. I was just kind of like, I'm going to sleep. Let's just put this on kind of thing. I like to have, do you guys also like to have a movie on? You know what I mean? Like, do you guys like just, if you're falling asleep, you hear people talking, it lulls me to sleep. People getting, chopped up and murdered in horror movies. It's just, I can just relax the moment I hear something like that. It's great. So I don't know, man. Jake buffing up, dude. I'm doing the push-ups every day. So I'm really just working out my upper body. I gotta have a leg day at some point. I I gotta make that happen. They always say don't skip leg day, and I'm skipping leg day, guys. It's a problem. We gotta make that happen. I love that Scare Package has taken over the chat right now. Tyler Mann is saying, Scare Package was shot in Austin. A bunch of my friends worked on it. I shot a commercial with one of the main actors of the film. That's awesome, dude. Rock on. Man, I gotta revisit Scare Package now. Y'all are getting me all excited about that one. Very cool, very cool. Who else is with us here? We got Unbridled Instinct saying Ethan Embry was in a silly movie called Can't Hardly Wait, and for whatever reason I used to watch it all the time back when I was a kid. I love Ethan Embry. I can't stress it enough. I think he's a wonderful actor. Everything I've seen him in, I think he's really added something to it. And I'm excited to see what else. I'm excited to see what he brings to this one. I don't think it's going to be a whole lot, but I'm hoping for something. Hopefully a memorable scene, right? Rye Shy Guy, again, thank you for being a channel member, saying, I'd love a Scream movie that is filmed in the POV of Ghostface, kind of a similar format to the film POV of Presence. Ooh, I love that idea. Love the idea of a first-person Scream movie from, like, underneath the mask, or, like, sometimes... That's a really good idea, Rye Shy Guy. I might steal that from you. I'm just straight up, I might steal that from you. That's a really cool idea. I love that. That's a lot of fun. Love the idea of just like a first person perspective killer movie just in general, where you're like watching, I don't know. That's cool to me. I vibe with that a lot. Gemstone Ghoul, what's up, Talia? How we doing? Random, but I got dumped, ghosted yesterday by my man. I'm so sorry. His loss, but luckily I have your live and Christmas coming up to distract me. Right before Christmas? I say this with all due respect, of course, or maybe I don't. Fuck that guy. What? But listen, at least wait until like the new year. What a dick. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm not involved in the situation, but you can't just drop something like that on me, Talia, and not expect me to have a visceral reaction. So much love to you, my friend. I'm so sorry about that. That's horrible. He's missing out. What a butthole. Not Randy Meeks is throwing 249 out there saying best channel on YouTube. You're too kind, Randy Meeks. Listen, sorry, not Randy Meeks. I appreciate your support of the page, my friend, and I appreciate the fact that you're hiding out in Ireland and no ghost faces will find you there. I can't stress it enough. I'm glad you made it out. We all were so sad when you died in Scream 2. So I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're just watching Scream news from afar, putting your feet up, watching horror movies back at home. It must be nice. Randy's retired, baby. No more rules now. He's riding off into the sunset in like Glasgow or something. I love it. Big Briskio is saying we need a series where we follow Kirby and investigate the Ghostface killings and copycats around the U.S. and Canada from her maps we've seen, and then lead into a movie. Maybe if it were to like tie in. I like that idea, like a series, like a Kirby series that goes into a movie. I talked a little bit about how a Kirby series might be kind of fun. Like maybe she's like investigating little crimes in each episode opposed to it being serialized. Because I think I've heard a lot of people talk about a Kirby show and saying, well, what if it's like kind of like the original series, like the first 2 seasons of the Scream TV series, but Kirby's there. And I would totally be into that too. But I also kind of like the idea that it's a different mystery every episode, like it's an episodic thing following Kirby. I don't know if I would want to see like too many seasons of that, but like a 1 season little arc might be kind of fun, man. I don't know. You could explore so many different types of ghost faces, kinds of motives. We've talked about it on the channel a million times. Like there's just not enough. They never do that enough. They don't do it enough. They have like the same motives in so many of these movies. What if we explored some of the weirder motives on like a TV show where it's like every episode's a different ghost face? I think that would be awesome. Maybe a little higher concept, but certainly a lot of fun. Critical Overlord is with us as well. What is up, my friend? Saying storytelling should never try to overly outsmart its fans. Its fans are predicting something that's not the creative fault. Their intelligence should be rewarded. I think that if we have it figured out right now, that's not going to ruin the movie for me. Can I be so honest with you to kind of add on to that point? I really don't think that if one of our theory, like my big theory is Anna Camp is the killer. She's Leslie Mocker. She's that's her motive is Stu related. If that's what ends up happening, I'm not going to be disappointed because I had it figured out. I would be disappointed just because it's something that I'm really not interested in seeing in the franchise. But I think it's one of those things where it's like I can't be upset with the film for that's what they came up with, and that's what I was able to figure out because I did all the digging myself. That's on me. that's my fault for doing the digging. That's on me for watching the trailer at 1 frame per second and going through every single inch of it. You know, that's on me for figuring that out for myself. So I don't know. I don't think that really bugs that personally doesn't really bug me. If we have something figured out right now, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what it ends up being, and we'll dissect it because, you know, we can always talk about things, guys, but in execution or how we experience a film, that really, I feel like that really says it all at the end of the day. It's like, how did they actually execute it? Because you can write something down and say it's going to be this, and that, and that's awesome. That rocks. But if you don't put it to screen the right way, it might totally blow. Under the wrong direction, something could totally not work, you know? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's happening there. Josh is saying Scare Package 2 sucks. Don't watch it for me. Okay, Josh. I got you, dog. I'm so sorry. That sucks. I'm sorry. That's no fun. I'll admit, I don't think I was over the moon about the first one, but I did enjoy it. I love anthology horror. I'm a sucker for it. I think it's really fun. The idea of like a bunch of different stories grouped together. I've always thought that was a good time. So it's been, I gotta admit, it's been on my list. So I won't watch it for you, but I will, but I might put it on at some point. Maybe I'll fall asleep to it again. Maybe we can meet in the middle there. We'll compromise. I'll sleep to it. That's too funny. Davey Deathray is also with us. What's up, Davey? How we doing? I saw you in the stream last night. Appreciate you for stopping by, watching a little bit of Silent Night, Deadly Night with us. Monokuma is also saying, yes, horror movies to sleep to. Come on now. That's the way to do it. You got to sleep to a good horror movie. That's a weird thing to say. Chillin' Killin' Dylan is saying, I just caught my hair on fire from my propane heater. It's all good though. I hope you're okay. Oh my God. You didn't lose too much hair, did you? Just like maybe like singed ends or something like that. I've done that before. You know, we were all in high school once. Come on now. No, I'm glad you're okay though, my friend. Be careful with propane, I think. Official Mig Untiv is saying, this morning I watched Chainsaw Man movie, Resi Arc. I don't know what any of that is, but hell, Chainsaw Man movie. I think I read that wrong, but rock on, because a friend of mine keeps telling me to watch it from yesterday. Is that okay, wait, maybe I have seen this. Is that the image of like the dude whose head is a chainsaw and he's like a big like kaiju monster or something? No idea what it is, but it's like I think it's like an anime thing. Sounds crazy. I love the idea of chainsaw headed people. Like I'll take it. I'll take it, man. Rock on. Not Randy Meeks is saying my favorite Scream movie is Scream 6. I love Scream 6. I think it gets dogged on way too much. I thought it was a ton of fun. I thought it was brutal. I think it actually has some really scary moments too. You know, I think that Scream. I think there's a lot of Scream fans from the past who long for it to feel like 90s Scream again. And I totally understand that. I think that's like, I get it, because that's such a great time period for horror in general. It's something that I feel like, especially now, we're really nostalgic for. But like Scream for me has to evolve, and it has to be modern to work, in my opinion. Like I feel like that's why it worked so well in 1996, because at the time it was very modern, and now it's just doing the same thing. It's relating to, you know, the youth of today, which is very different than the youth of the late 90s. So for me, I think that, you know, Scream 6 being somebody's favorite, hell yeah, that's awesome. If Screams 5 or 6 are your favorite movies from this franchise, that totally rocks. They mean a great deal to me, I think, because they are movies that, you know, have kind of sent my page into into places I never thought it would go. So I am maybe a little biased when it comes to these two movies, but personally, I really enjoy them. They have their problems. They have little warts here and there that I like to, you know, pick apart. But they're movies that mean a great deal to me. I really do love them. I've seen them many times, and they were just big events. I think I've told you guys multiple times that like my friends all would come with me to the theaters to see these movies. It was a big deal, and it was awesome. It was exciting. It was an exciting. It was a whole thing, and it was just it was cool. So these movies mean a great deal to me, and I don't know. I think I'm always just gonna love them for that reason. So Screams 5 and 6, they'll always just be a little more special, just because of what they mean to me and this weird little channel I'm able to run here. Wow, lots I got to catch up with here. We got Erica throwing 2 out there saying 15 of you haven't hit the button. Hit the little like button, guys. It might throw this stream into the algorithm. Maybe we can get 100 friends hanging out with us talking horror. That might be fun. So do it. Go ahead, hit the like button. It would be pretty damn cool. Erica, thank you again for the 2. I greatly appreciate your support. You're far too kind. Thank you. Erica's also reminding us that I am going to be live at 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight, which is an hour and 13 minutes from exactly right now at this point in time. We will be live playing RV There Yet, a game that is a ton of fun and very frustrating. We have a brand new map to conquer. It's in the snow, so it's even harder than last time, and it's crazy. So we're going to be picking up where we left off last time with the last stream. So stop on by in an hour and probably 12 minutes when this goes up in the 30 seconds it takes for this to catch up. I don't know, but 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Check it out. It's going to be fun. Erica, thank you for the 2. You're far too kind. Not Randy Meeks coming in with another 249 saying Melissa should join another horror franchise. I think she might be in Ready or Not too. I think there's a little sneaky cameo perhaps in there. That's what I've been hearing. I'm hearing you can maybe see her in the trailer too. I don't know. But I would love to see Melissa Barrera in more Radio Silence projects. I think she totally rocks. And I want to see her in a bunch more stuff for sure. So hopefully she's in that flick, and I'm really excited for not only this Copenhagen test thing, but also she's in this like crazy orca movie, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But Rennie Harlin directed it, who also did Deep Blue Sea. And listen, Deep Blue Sea, one of my favorite shark movies ever, and I don't say that about most shark movies. I think most of them that I've seen are pretty bad. You know, like Jaws will always be number 1. Deep Blue Sea's number 2 for me personally. So I'm excited to see what Rennie Harlin brings to the orca subgenre, which is very similar to sharks, right? I think it's going to be fun though. Cannot wait for that one. Very exciting times. Not Randy Meeks, thank you so much for the 249. Too much love. Too much love. I appreciate it. Joshua Petrino spent $2 of his own money to send in a super chat to say poop. I love it. You know, Josh, I love that. That's my favorite super chat of all time. That's number 1 right there. Someone screen grab that and just I want to frame it up on my wall somewhere. Like maybe like right in that little blank space. That would be perfect. That's an all-time achievement. Right there. Josh, thank you for supporting the page. Thanks for helping us get to our super chat goal tonight so we can hang out for another hour as well. Really appreciate you a ton. You're far too kind. You think there should be a second Better Watch Out called Still Watching Out? I love that. I absolutely love that. That's too fun. I love the first one. You know, if they found a way to make a sequel, I don't think I'd be too against it. Scheme Uncovered is saying we need to make this a poop cruise. No, we don't. No, we're not bringing up the poop cruise again. Guys, just do me a favor and look up the Poop Cruise documentary. I don't want to get sued by the people. You know, it's so funny. We got off that Lethal Collective stream the other night, and I was saying something to Madison. I was like, "Oh, we brought up the Poop Cruise. It was so much." And she's like, "You know, they could probably sue you for talking too much about that." So legally, I'm gonna say I'm not talking about any real life events that happened. Nope. I just think the words poop and cruise kind of rhyme. It's a little bit of a slant rhyme there, and I think it's funny to say. And there's no other reasons why I'm bringing it up. And there's no other reasons why I brought it up on other streams that may have occurred that I was involved with. Thank you for covering my ass. Whew. The Killjoy Jake legal team will not have a fun time with that. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, Philly 1979 is saying, has Damien Leone finished writing Terrifier 4 yet? Well, Damien has put in his social media bio across not only like Twitter or X, but also on Instagram. He's put out there that Terrifier 4 is in pre-production. So I'm wondering if they're getting moving on that. Sounds like we could be doing something similar to Terrifier 3, where they like have production at the start of next year. See, I would say that maybe they'll release it next October, but like every time I hear Phil Falcone and Damien talk about Terrifier 3, they're like, it was a total rush job. We're not doing that for the next one. So if we do end up, filming, let's say in quarter one, quarter two of next year for Terrifier 4, I don't think we're going to see it next October. I imagine they're going to spend like a good deal of time on this one. It feels like it's something that's going to be a bigger project than the last two films. It feels like, the epic conclusion to this story. I can't imagine it coming out too soon afterwards, even though that would be awesome. Wouldn't be complaining about it coming out too soon afterwards, but I think it's going to be some time. It might not be till like 2027, honestly, that we get that one. And I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of okay with it, just because I don't want that movie to come out too soon. I want them to have the right amount of time to make it, put all the seasonings in there, cook it right, have it come out fresh and tasty for all of us. I don't know where this metaphor is getting real out of whack. Rye Shy Guy is saying, gotta go off to a holiday party. Merry Creepmas to all. So much love to you, my friend. Have fun at your holiday party. Happy holidays. So much love. Thank you so much for supporting the page. And thank you for being here. Thanks for stopping by. The one-man band to rule them all. I love that. I love that so much. What's up, my friend? How are you? Who's seeing The Lord of the Rings in theaters in January? I know I am. Guys, these are some of my favorite movies of all time, and I'm finally going to see them in the theaters. I'm over the moon about it. I cannot wait. The three Lord of the Rings films are, I think, it's the best trilogy ever made. Nothing even comes remotely close. I'm so excited. I'm over the moon excited about it. I can't wait to see them in theaters. Truly my favorite, I think my favorite films ever. But what's up? Thank you for throwing some love out there. I appreciate you. Sloppenheimer, keeping it sloppy out there, saying, Jake, random question. Do you listen to MF Doom? Of course I do. Come on now. Come on now. Of course I listen to some MF Doom. I'm all about that. I'm all about that jazz. Not Randy Meeks is throwing 249 out there again. Thank you for the support. Saying, I would like to see Abigail get a sequel. Sadly, I don't think that one is just because it kind of flopped at the box office. I don't even really know why. I feel like just people aren't as interested in these reinventions of classic monsters anymore. You kind of have to throw some other angle in there. You can't just do okay, well, this is the same story, but it's modern or whatever. You got to throw something else, in there to make it more interesting. There's a bit of a trend I've been noticing with a lot of movies lately. I feel like they're starting off in one subgenre and then transforming into something else by the time we get to the back half of the movie. I feel like the first real big movie I saw that was kind of doing this in the horror space was Barbarian. Obviously Weapons kind of does that too. I think Keeper is kind of in that space. Long Legs being another great example. You kind of start that movie off in this Silence of the Lambs, very cold, hard-boiled detective thriller movie, and then it turns into religious horror by the time the twist gets revealed. I think that's been a really interesting theme or trend, I should say, in horror, and I feel like people are more interested in that because maybe it's just something they haven't seen before or whatever. If it's just little vampire ballerina girl, that's not enough for people anymore. You got to throw some other extra sauce in there. I loved Abigail, though. That's not a critique of the film. I thought it was great. I thought it had some great characters. I think it's maybe a hot take. I think it's Radio Silence's better film. I honestly think that Abigail beats out both of the Scream movies that they did, personally, for me. Ready or Not still my absolute favorite from them, but I think Abigail might be number 2. I love their found footage movies, though, man. I don't know if I can really count Southbound or VHS because they really both of the Radio Silence really only did little shorts for both of those movies. But I love both of those, though. I mean, Southbound especially, I think their segment, they kind of do the wraparound segment in South. If you haven't seen Southbound, it's very similar to VHS, but it's not found footage, but it's an anthology film where essentially you're just driving down this highway and we're finding all these different stories. I think it's really interesting. I love that film to death, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what else they do in the future, beyond Ready or Not 2. And The Mummy. I'd love to see them go back to their found footage roots. I don't think it's going to happen, but would be pretty awesome. Or just early indie film days roots. Josh is throwing 20 bucks out there. Josh, thank you for that huge super chat, man. I really appreciate you supporting the page. You're saying, random question, does having kill in your name affect your reach and hurt search algorithms? Like, how does it affect your channel and videos? Thinking about starting something soon and want your advice. Also, PP. You had to get that out there too. You know what? I appreciate it. I appreciate you getting not only poop, but also PP out there. You know, we've talked about this a bit on the page. I really don't think it has affected my channel. I think when anyone who's put like 5 or 6 years into YouTube, I think they would want to be in a bigger place than this. I'll just be honest. But I talk about weird shit. You know, I don't talk about the most popular thing all the time. If I only made Scream videos and then I also talked about like Marvel movies, for instance, I might be in a different, like, I'll be honest with you, after 5 or 6 years, I probably should be at like 200,000 subscribers, but I really think I'm only at 40-ish K just because I talk about weird shit. I've had a lot of bombs. I'll wear it on my sleeve. I have not really hit as much as I would have liked. I think in 2024, I was really trying to do like weirder stuff. I've been trying to get away from update videos. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm getting sick of just talking about updates. I want to start doing some other stuff. And in 2024, I really pushed to do like different content on this page, and I just was not picking up subscribers. The problem that I'm facing is I'm locked into an algorithm where people want to see update videos, and then if I don't post that, my subscribers don't watch it, therefore YouTube doesn't throw it out for new people. So on this page, really all I can do is update videos, or like even my video today, 10 underrated 2025 horror flicks. You think that would be a great video? It's at 200 views in 4 hours. That's like actually horrible for me. If it's not updates, people don't want to watch it. And sadly, update videos do not have a long shelf life. So if I have any advice, YouTube movie wise right now, it's not to do updates. do not do updates, and you will not be locked into some sort of thing. You know what I mean? If you want to do YouTube, genuine best advice I can tell you is do a weekly, like, gigantic video. Like, I truly think that's the best way to get into it. That's what I'm trying to start up with the other page. I really don't think the word kill has affected me at all, because that is also something that came about beyond my channel's creation. I started this page in 2019, like about middle of 2019. So I really don't think that's ever really affected the channel. It's more so the fact that I just made a lot of similar videos all around the same time, and I haven't really been able to get out of that loop. So if you want to experiment on YouTube, I recommend doing something like that, where you make just put a lot of effort into one big video and post it once a week. This channel is locked into one thing. I can't really change it, sadly, but I am trying to start up another channel where it's like it's a weekly big video on a new topic every single week. That's what I want to get into moving forward, YouTube wise. But I do love this channel. I love doing it. I love the community here. I love doing the live stream. This is my favorite part of my job, is doing this. So I can't complain. It's a great time. But that would be my YouTube advice. Name your channel whatever you want. Because I know I'm Killjoy Jake and you're Kill Josh Petrino. So if if you want to name your channel that, no, go nuts, dude. And I'll you can text me. You can shoot me a text. Be like, what's the things to talk? What's the things to do right now on the tube? We'll talk, man. We'll make it happen. Whatever advice you need, man, just reach out. I will keep you updated. I would big point to be made with that though is try to be diverse with your topics. Don't focus on one thing and nothing else. Because again, I think you'll get locked into the topic. That's a big lesson I've learned as a young man. So the best advice I could possibly give you is someone who loves YouTube, loves doing this whole thing. But Josh, thank you for the 20. Really appreciate your support of the page. And again, if you any YouTube questions, just shoot them my way. We'll talk. Randy Meeks is throwing 249 out there again. Thank you. Saying Lee Cronin needs to direct a Scream film. I would kind of fuck around with that, man. I'm going to be honest. I'd be all about that. Lee Cronin so far has not disappointed. I know Josh has actually told me that his Mummy movie is pretty damn good. Really excited to see that next year. I think, personally, I'm all about that. Lee Cronin has 2 very solid features under his belt right now, with The Hole in the Ground, which is very underseen. If you haven't checked that one out, I really liked it. Evil Dead Rise, I definitely liked better, though. Killer movie. I don't think it's the best Evil Dead film at all, but it's a very worthwhile entry, and I really do love it quite a bit. Again, not my favorite, but a banger nonetheless. So some great stuff there. Lee Cronin doing Scream is interesting. He's got a very European flavor about his movies. That's not a negative thing. That's a positive thing. He's got his own unique spin on he's got his own unique spin on what he does with movies and characters and such. So I think there's something you could do something unique with a cool Scream film. I've only ever seen him do very contained stories, so I think that's why I'm almost kind of struggling to see what his Scream movie would be. Maybe something a little more contained, maybe a smaller, a tighter knit story essentially, versus the more like grandiose, the whole town's being affected by this whole thing kind of story like we've seen in like most of the Scream flicks. I don't know. I wonder what he would bring. What he would bring to this franchise. That's interesting. Not Randy Meeks. Thank you for the 249, my friend. I appreciate the support. Lee Cronin rocks. Davey Deathray is saying, I think the fact that it is Killjoy and not just Kill by itself probably keeps YouTube from being too jerkish about it. I truly think I really think the only thing that holds me back is the fact that I can't get as many subscribers to watch non-update videos. That's the only thing, and I can't even complain about that, dude. I have a series that works on YouTube. A lot of people would kill for that, so I can't complain. I'm very thankful for it. I just think I would love to do something, I guess my problem with my videos is that I would love to do something that, in a year from now I can still watch. I watched some of my update videos from a year ago and I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm like, what was going on then that I was talking about this? It's crazy. And I think if you watch anything, you're just like, what's happening there? So I don't know. I'm really hoping in the future to get this Jakey retro page to fly off, and make something happen with that. We have Josh Petrino saying, gotta get back to Ice Cream Man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and whatever else. Happy poo-poo pee-pee, everybody. I love that, Josh. Well, good luck with Ice Cream Man. Tell Eli Roth I say hey. Tell him that I'm available. Just don't say what does he mean by that. Just say he's available. He's ready to rock, man. His body is ready, Eli. Just tell him that. I don't know if you can tell him that, but tell him that, Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with this, Josh. Thank you so much for being here with us. I hope the ice cream is delicious. That's what I'll say. Davey Deathray is saying, I'm considering a second channel where I dive into ASMR story time and read horror-themed books. Okay, I'll do dirty books if the audience is there. I'll subscribe to that OnlyFans, Davey Deathray. You got me by the wallet, baby. That voice is too golden. You guys like the gaming channel? That really means a lot. Thank you so much. I'm seeing a few comments come through on that. That really means a ton, dude. It's been fun to build up that page. Thank you guys for getting us fully monetized this year. That really means a lot to me. And I'm excited to do more stuff with it, man. We got a good stream coming out tonight. I'm really excited to play some more of that RV there yet. And we're going to be playing a lot more horror games as we get into the new year. Just haven't really been able to hop on a ton of the new, releases this year. Just been super busy, caught up with this page. But next year, I have a big focus on trying to play more of like upcoming releases. Like Resident Evil 9, I'm making a very big point to cover that game as closely as I can. And hopefully, do some sort of big, review, like just playing through it over the weekend when it releases kind of thing. So absolutely. Yes, we will be, we'll be doing a lot more stuff for the gaming channel for this page. And then, hopefully, my big hope is to get Killjoy Jake Retro or Jakey Retro. It's got a different name now. Hopefully wanting to get that page, off the ground, in 2026 as well. So I got a big video going up there this week. We're talking about both Talk to Me and Bring Her Back. Really excited for that video to drop. It's my Christmas special, I guess. And it's all about sadness and death. How about that? Isn't that great? Perfect for the holiday season. So I'm definitely excited for you guys to see all these fun videos. I got a lot of fun stuff planned next year. We're going to have a crazy new video series go up on Jakey Retro, and it's going to be great. I'm really excited to do it, and I think it's gonna be fun. I've heard, actually, you know what? I was talking with Erica specifically about, you know, what she really liked about the channel, about the new page, and I have an idea of where it's going based on that conversation, based on what a lot of other people have said about those videos. I've asked other YouTubers, you know, what should I do with this? How can I do like this kind of video, doing all this other stuff? And I think I have an idea finally. It's something I'm gonna kick off in the new year. So give me some time. Not Randy Meeks saying, last one, Cillian Murphy in a Scream film, please. Guys, you know, this brings up a really interesting point because I feel like we've had so many Scream villains who are either very campy or kids. I want to see like a mature Ghostface again. And it's not that I've disliked the killers in the last couple of movies. Like even going back to 4. Like even in 4 we had like younger characters be the killer. I kind of want to see like another scary, sophisticated Ghostface. More so to the likes of like a Billy, a Timothy Olyphant's, Mickey, maybe even a Roman Bridger. Like I kind of want to get like a killer like that. Cillian Murphy could play somebody like that in my opinion. And I think that would be really cool. I would love to see something along those lines, though. Maybe in the next couple of Scream movies, I'm open to the idea of Anna Camp being our killer and, you know, giving us a really scary performance. Maybe she could do that. That would be cool. But I kind of want to see what Cillian Murphy could bring to, or someone like him could bring to like a really scary role like that. That could be fun. I'm all about that, though. Not Randy Meeks, thank you so much for the 249. I greatly appreciate that. I like the idea of having, more mature Ghostface. I think that's fun. It's some really cool stuff. Official Mig on Tiv is saying, gotta go. Bye, everyone. I'm going to finish watching the last 2 episodes of season 2 of Has Been Hotel. I've heard a lot of people talk about that. I still have not seen it. I know that Brandon Rogers is one of the voices on that show, and I'm a huge fan of his. I think he just cracks me up. Dude is way too damn funny. We watched his YouTube videos like all through high school. He was a big person that we would like share around his videos and be like, oh my god, dude, Brandon Rogers just uploaded. Like I remember watching his videos religiously in like 2016, I want to say. So a lot of interesting things with him for sure. Hello Piper is saying, if they kill Sydney, would you be disappointed, and do you think they would kill her off? Yes and no. Yeah, I would be really disappointed. Listen, I know I sound like the guy who's all about bloodshed and gruesome, you know, brutality, like make this the most evil thing ever, but I really don't think that would be, I don't think that would result in a great Scream film. Every franchise is different and has different things that it should value. I think one of the things I love so much about Scream is the fact that it is very character driven. So like, I feel like if you kill too many of those core characters before, you know, like, I think Sydney's arc is over. That's where I was going with that. I realized that didn't work. I just think, I think Sydney's arc should end here, but not with a death. I feel like if anyone deserves a happy ending, it's Sydney Prescott. So don't kill her. No, that would disappoint me, but I just don't, I don't think they would do it for that reason. We've had Kevin and Nev now say they would never kill this character. So I think for sure we're going to have a happy ending for her here once again. Do you think that Cillian Murphy would be a little too elite to be in Scream? He's an Academy winning status now. I mean, you know, maybe, but Scream is too much fun to pass up. You know what I mean? Like I mean, fuck. I don't know. I mean, maybe you're right, but it is cool that we've had a lot of legendary horror actors be in this, and I'm not talking like about Academy Award winning people, but I think there has been some unexpected cast members. You know, I think there's been some interesting people who have been a part of Scream and its history. If it's like Henry Winkler, if it's Lance Henriksen, I'm trying to think like who, like some other like big names in other series that have been in Scream like randomly for whatever reason. There's been a lot of cool people in this series, man. So I don't know. I don't know if it would be too above, you know. I don't know. You never know. You never know. Josh is throwing another 20 out there. Josh, thank you so much for the support, dude. You're too kind. Merry Christmas, bud. Same to you, man. Same to you. Happy holidays, and I hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Having fun working on that movie, dude. Let's do a live together soon. We can talk Terrifier or talk about bad horror movies or a watch along or something. Fun facts, etc. I'm gonna go tell Roth you're available for cuddles and a dry smooch. Oh, if he wants to make it a wet smooch, you know, I'm available for that too. Just make that clear. If you can type that in the memo, I would appreciate it. No, let's do it, man. I've been having I'm trying to get some stuff taken care of channel wise. So I've been extremely busy, been trying to make trying to make ends meet, if I'm being realistic. But I do want to schedule some streams. I got a lot of good friends coming on the page soon. I was doing all these like collab streams for a while, and then I got busy. I got wrapped up and stuff. Our short film that won at the 48-hour film festival here in Cleveland, it's getting sent off to another film festival in Portugal, which is in March, and we have to have like basically a polished up version of it done by then. So like all of my free time has been just working on Brahmin Synthetic and trying to get this thing done. So apologies. I know there's a few people who have joined us tonight who I just have not gotten back to about scheduling things. Tyler, if you're still hanging out with us, apologies, my friend. I was just messaging him earlier and I think he got back to me and I just have not gotten back to him. Apologies. But it's been chaos. We've been just a lot of weird projects going on all at the same time. I can't complain. Life is great. But we're making it happen, and we're gonna have to get on a stream soon, Josh. And I don't know, do something. I would not mind a watch along though. That would be really fun. I'll have to talk. Erica is in charge of doing watch alongs here, so I think we can make that happen at some point. I'll have to reach out. Erica, if you're listening, we're gonna have to do a Discord watch party at some point. That might be fun. But absolutely, my friend. Again, thank you for the 20. Merry Christmas, dude, and thank you so much for the love on the page. Really does mean a lot. So much. Thank you for the support, dude, and I'm excited for I'm excited for some more talk here soon, dude. A lot more talk on interesting movies and crazy shit that you're working on. So I love it. It's always fun when Josh pops into a stream, guys. So much love to Josh. Put some W's in the chat for Josh, guys. Let's make it happen. We also have a rare appearance from Silver Princess, throwing 5 out there. Silver Princess, thank you so much. You always make the streams as well. Thank you. Saying Roman is the strongest Ghostface. You will never convince me that a petite child like Jill would last 2 seconds against him ever. Bye. Silver Princess has spoken. Guys, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Silver Princess drops in only every now and then on special occasions, kind of like the ghost of Christmas past, to come in here and drop some facts about the Scream franchise, specifically that Roman is the strongest Ghostface. And you know what? She ain't wrong. Roman did it all by himself, allegedly. And, you know, he killed a lot of fellas. So I got to give Roman that. He is, on paper, the strongest Ghostface, and that's pretty damn cool. Silver Princess, I think you're actually gone. Like, I genuinely think you are not here. But I know you won't respond to me because that's it. You know, that's all we got from Silver Princess, always and forever. But I just want you to know I really appreciate your support. And I love Roman. No disrespect, guys. I'm actually terrified of Silver Princess. Can I be honest with you? I'm not going to disagree with that because I might not live to see the next day. I might not be able to come to the stream tomorrow because I'm truly terrified of someone who only comes in just to super chat and leave. I respect them. It's fear and respect. I'm a Silver Princess fearing person. But thank you for the 5, my friend. I love that. I love that so much. Roman's the strongest Ghostface. You're right. Please let me live. Okay, so much love to you. Thank you for the 5. Oh, man. ASMR Ty is saying, Jake, separate the person away from the art, saw The Housemaid, and enjoyed it. Sydney is great in horror roles, in my opinion. You know, dude, I'm so with you on that, and I hate it. I hate that I love Sydney Sweeney so much. I do. She just says and does some dumb things, but man, I don't know. It truly is this conflict within me. Like, I'm just like, oh, she's so good in so many horror things. But then she does some stupid shit, and it's just like, I want to be a fan, but I feel like if I say I'm a Sydney Sweeney fan, people are going to think the wrong things. So I don't know. I got to see The Housemaid, dude. I've heard nothing but good things about this film. I think Cody Leach even reviewed it positively, and like, I've seen his reviews. I know what he likes. This doesn't seem like a movie that he would like, and he liked it, and I'm just like, rock on, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I got to see this movie, dude. I don't know. I got to see what it's all about. I do love Amanda Seyfried, though. I think she's amazing. I think she's absolutely wonderful. So I'm all about her, at least. So we'll see what's going on here, man. I don't know. Ty, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna give it a watch. We'll see what's going on with all that. Not Randy Meeks is throwing 249 out there saying Alicia Weir needs to do more horror movies. I agree. I absolutely agree. What was she in? Why am I not remembering what she was just in? Oh, fucking Abigail. Duh. I'm like, who is that? I'm like, I know that name. I don't know why I thought that was the person from Urban Legends for like half a second. Is it Alicia Witt? Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was that, and I'm like, oh yeah, she totally needs to be in more stuff. But no, it's literally the titular Abigail. Yeah, she's fantastic in that movie, dude. Genuinely, I think it's hard to find, you know, young actors and actresses who can actually act, who can perform. You know, a lot of them will typically have very stilted dialogue, and this is just from a lack of experience. This is no criticism upon them. It's just that they're kids. You know, give them a break, for Christ's sake. So I can't crap on too many young actors and actresses, but when you do see someone with a lot of talent, like an Alicia Weir, like a Nell Fisher, for instance, who is killing it on Stranger Things, by the way. She was great in Evil Dead Rise. The fact that she's part of Stranger Things now is awesome. Wow, like that's always great. It's always amazing when you can see that talent in someone so young. They clearly have a bright future ahead of them. This is somebody that I remember thinking that when I saw this movie. I'm like, this young lady has a very, very bright future of acting ahead of her. I hope she never stops. Can't wait to see her in hopefully more horror too. Fingers crossed on that. That would be great. I agree though. I think she killed it in that movie. That whole cast is great. Everybody in that movie, I think, just perfectly casted, just an amazing ensemble. That's Abigail's biggest strength, I think, is the ensemble of just excellent people. But yeah, Alicia Weir, great in that movie. Can't wait to see what else she does, for sure. For Misery Gaming saying, did she just disparage the goddess of Jill? Shh. For Misery Gaming, stop. Don't critique the Silver Princess. You heard what I said earlier. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you, my friend. Anyways, Austin Allman is also with us saying, hey, sorry, I'm late. I'm late because our dogs attacked a cat. Oh my God. I hope everything's okay. That's terrible, Austin. Well, much love to you. I'm terribly sorry about all that. That's truly scary. I'm sorry. Thank you for being here though. Thank you for being with us. That one kid is saying also, if you like the stream, a screaming emoji pops up. So go like the stream. That is pretty cool. Yeah, see, it's the scream page with the screaming emoji. Come on now, baby. That's pretty damn sick. Like it up. I think I don't know if YouTube did that or what. Like that just happened one day. I don't know why, but hell yeah, YouTube. You know, much love. Much love. Tell David, you know, from Warner Bros to stop claiming my videos. But outside of that, much love. Tyler Mann is saying Alicia is a friend of mine, met her on a film. Oh, that's so sweet. No way. That's awesome. That's awesome, Tyler. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about all your film experience. Tyler was sending me a bunch of stuff about all the stuff he's worked on, and I'm just like, this is so cool, dude. Like, rock on. Yeah, we're gonna have to chat a little bit about horror. It's gonna be fun. What else is going on? Austin is saying, Jake, do you think you'd be interested in playing Terror Dome? Is that what it is? Yeah, is that the fighting game with all the horror villains? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You know, you're not gonna believe this, but Terror Drome. Okay, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm not gonna lie, like there was a couple streams like years ago where I would go on this rant about how I'm like, I love Mortal Kombat. It's one of my favorite video games of all time. And I said, why is there not a Mortal Kombat with like a bunch of horror characters? And then someone came into the stream eventually and said, dude, have you heard of like Terror Drome? And I was like, no, what is that? And it's literally that, which is sick. I've still have never played it. Oh, no way, dude. It's on sale right now on Steam. Dude. Guys, it's like $6 on Steam right now. That is way too cool. Hit a pause for me in the chat. Guys, I know I'm supposed to be live and like talking about shit. I'm just like, who's in this game? Who are the characters here? What's going on here? I need to see what's up with this. I would need to play that on stream though. I think that would be a really fun one. For sure. Okay, we're back to it. I would be very interested in playing that. There's a free one? Oh shit. Hang on. Pause. What do you mean there's a free one? Wait, back to Steam. Guys, I'm so sorry. I need to know about this. I don't think there's only this one on here, I think. Yeah, there's only like one on Steam right now, and it's like $6. There must be a free one somewhere else. You know what? I'll hit you up. The free one is the licensed characters. They probably can't make money on it or something like that. I'll have to, Austin, I'm gonna hit you up after this so that we can figure it out. I would love to know. I would love to play that. For Misery Gaming saying, to be fair, Amanda and Brandon carried the whole movie more than Sydney did in Housemaid. Even though Sid is the main character, I actually think it was Amanda's best performance in any movie. Her range was insane. Very nice, very nice. I gotta admit, I think Sydney Sweeney was absolutely fantastic in Immaculate, which was like one of my favorite horror movies from last year. I am so not a religious horror guy. I cannot stress that. A lot of stuff in that field just doesn't do it for me. It takes something really special to impress me. Something like The Exorcist, I think, is really good. Trying to think what else. Fuck. I mean, like some of the Conjuring movies I can vibe with and have a good enough time with. But man, dude, Immaculate really blew me away. I was like, this was actually pretty damn good. So a lot of good stuff there for sure. I'm excited to see what I'm excited to see what this is all about, I guess. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up. I'm gonna give that a want to watch as soon as I can. The next 2 days are gonna be kind of crazy, and then we got Christmas. So I'm gonna try to do it this. I'm gonna try to see that one this upcoming weekend. Paula saying, hope everyone has a nice Christmas. Same to you, Paula. Thank you so much for being here. You can't hardly wait for spring and summer. I know, right? It's cold. I hate when it's cold. I want it to warm up already. I'm excited for it to get nice and toasty. I don't know how to pronounce that, but Skelly is with us saying, I played it a bit. It was fun. I used Leatherface. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I'm excited to play through it, see who I might want to try. I think like Dead by Daylight is slowly becoming the game for like all the different horror characters, right? There's like almost everyone is in that game, which is crazy. And I've always really enjoyed doing that, but I am excited to try this one out, see what it's all about, essentially, right? ASMR Ty is saying, Jake, one thing before I head out, were you ever a fan of The Thing horror? Yeah, oh my god, of course. I think that's one of the best horror movies ever made, dude. Absolutely. The 2011 flick, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I just think it's such a mistake to make a sequel to one of the best practical effects showcases of all time and not use practical effects. It's such a misfire in those regards, but I think there is some cool stuff going on with some of the characters. I really like Mary Elizabeth Winstead in that movie. But I don't know. I think the original is a masterpiece, or I guess kind of reimagining is a masterpiece from John Carpenter. But I don't mind the 2011 film. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Kind of somewhere in the middle on that one. Honestly, I think I just enjoy it because it's like connected to John Carpenter's movie, if I'm being real. I hope they make more Thing movies though. I really think there's potential for that to be a series, if I'm just being totally honest. I'm nothing that's going to be as good as the original, but I mean, it's such a good concept. Like for me, The Thing is just like Scream in a lot of ways, where it's like you can kind of do a new one of these anytime you want, and it could be anyone in the group, you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's infinite possibilities with like a Thing franchise, and I'm kind of shocked they haven't tried to get something like that off the ground. Maybe it's just because like sci-fi horror hasn't been as popular, but until like lately, you know, I don't know what it is. I wish they would make more The Things. I think it's a great concept. Some really good stuff there. Skelly is saying, who do you think is or isn't surviving in the next volume of Stranger Things? Oh, I absolutely watch it. I've been covering it on the page here. I'm really excited for Stranger Things Volume 2. I'm really thinking that they're really hinting at Steve dying, but I'm wondering if that's because it's like the Duffer Brothers playing into what we're all expecting from the next couple of episodes, or maybe they're just teasing us. I feel like we're gonna get a big death very soon here. They're describing the final episode as very emotional, but I think we're gonna get a big death before that. Even I think in like episode 7, we're gonna get something that's kind of heartbreaking, or some kind of some sort of element where Vecna gets the upper hand. I really think we're getting ourselves into that. That's my guess, at least. Is that Art the Clown in... Wait, what? In the background? Yes! Yes, I have an Art the Clown... my big head is probably in front of it now. No, it's not. Okay. Art the Clown popcorn bucket right there. That's the Scream 6 popcorn bucket. There. We got Michael Myers all bloodied up, which is pretty damn cool. That is the Ghostface plush, like little plush stuffed animal thing from Red Right Hand, which is fun. That's our little Scream fan film here on the page. That's the poster as well for it over there. I don't know if you can really see it that well on camera, but I also have our little plaque from when we won Best Film at the 48-hour film festival this year, which is fun. I got a Terrifier 3 poster up. Gotta love that. I got a bunch of really cool stuff on the set. This is all like fan-made stuff down here. There was a fella by the name of Flash Skywalker who used to watch the streams. I haven't seen him in a while though. Who made me that, and I told him I'd always keep it on the set, and I'm keeping my promise, because I think that's just a really cool thing that someone made for the page, which is sick. It's a whole like just painting they did of Ghostface with the colors of the channel, where it's purple and green, and there's even like quotes from my previous videos on the back of it. I've shown it on stream before. It's crazy. Dude even made me a not a Ghostface mask, a Jason mask with purple and green, with also the colors of the page, which is crazy. So got a bunch of different masks down here. I got like all the Michaels, if it's the Season of the Witch mask there, and then I got the Halloween Kills one. I'll have to do like a set tour at some point. I don't have as much cool stuff as some of the other guys out there, but I got some cool stuff, damn it. I got some cool stuff. I like it. For Misery Gaming saying, Jake, you should get Josh to get you a casting call for Thanksgiving too, so you can kill Addison Rae. That would be awesome. I would love to act in Thanksgiving too. I almost would want to like pitch Eli Roth a horror movie, because he's got that horror company. I would do anything to have a release from them. That's like the kind of company that I want to work for. Just like this weird little, they're just putting out whatever, any low budget movie that they can find. I love that vibe. Like that's the kind of shit I want to make. I don't know. I think that sounds like a ton of fun to me. I'm all about that. So I hopefully I can get involved with that company at some point. I got to make a cool movie first though. I'm working on it. But yeah, we'll see what's up. We'll see if Eli's interested. The Duffer Brothers wrote Wayward Pines. I loved Wayward Pines. That was a really good show. And I forgot about that. Man. Did that run like 2 seasons? That was like 2 seasons, I want to say. I didn't realize that was them. That's crazy to think about. Was that? Wait, was that? Hang on. Was that them? Was that those dudes? Why am I not? Maybe they were just like. Were they just writers on this? Oh, here we go. Okay, the Duffer Brothers. Yeah, they wrote some episodes of the show. Okay, yeah, they weren't like showrunners or anything. They were just like part of writing it. Dude, this was a good show. Guys, if you never saw this show, it was pretty cool. It really dropped off in season 2, though. I remember like season 2 kind of totally lost me. But season 1 was excellent. It was like this guy wakes up in this city and like his family's gone. He's trying to figure out what the hell happened. They won't let him leave the town. It's a great mystery box kind of story. If you've never seen it before, I do recommend. I recommend the first season at least. I think season 2 gets kind of weird, but man, really cool idea. What else is going on here? Randy is saying would love for Melissa to have a cameo in Ready or Not 2. Here I Come. I hope she's in it. I'm hearing she might be. So that would be really exciting stuff. We would love to see that happen. That one kid is saying, a little late to the topic, but better watch out, is such a sick movie with all the twists, and All I Want for Christmas is a sequel to the... Wait, what? There is a sequel to that movie? Wait. Y'all are making me go to Google too much tonight, man. Hang on. Better Watch Out sequel. I think you're lying to me. Oh, maybe it's like a spiritual sequel kind of thing, is what you're saying. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing that. I was like, hang on, I gotta check. That's crazy. That's some crazy talk right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry. I promised you an hour, but I gotta get some coffee in me before we do another 2 hours. I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm so sorry. So much love to you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, ladies and gents. We'll be live again tomorrow, doing a little more of a general stream. We kind of talked about Scream tonight. We also kind of got into some other topics. We'll be essentially doing that same thing tomorrow. So stop on by. It's going to be very fun. Really do appreciate you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Stop on by for the gaming stream tonight at 8, which is 30 minutes from now. And come see us play RV there yet. It's going to be a good time. I got to get all set up for that. And I also got to drink another energy drink because, oh boy. Let me tell you, Austin, I'm going to shoot you a text message, little message on Discord after this, because I see you asking some questions. So I will answer those momentarily. Guys, really appreciate you all a ton. Ghostface Killer is saying we need VHS Christmas. I agree. Let's hope we get that, and a big announcement on that series soon. We'll end this Scream stream saying I hope we get a VHS update soon. I love it. So much love to you all. As always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. See you on the gaming stream, everybody. Bye-bye.